Hey there everyone, Seb here. How are you all doing? I hope that everyone is having a great time here on the tubes today. I thought it'd be a good time to do a little video with updates and some questions and opinion checks towards you guys. The meat of this video will mainly be about requested videos, but before we get there, let's get the smaller bits out of the way first. First of all, I'd like to really thank each and every one of my viewers. It's such a blast to make these videos and reading back all those wonderful comments and great feedback. I've just reached over 3,000 subscribers and it's just amazing to me how that number keeps on growing. Thank you so much everyone. As always, I'll be looking to find ways that I can improve, so if you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share them. Please also leave any questions you may have. It's not much as a thank you, I know, but a little Q&A session might still be fun. One of the improvements I'm thinking of is a new intro for my review series Scrap Digging Investigations. In fact, I want to scrap that entire name and turn it into something different, that has a more positive tone to it. I know some of you are fond of the current intro, but frankly it's way too long. I would like a new, short intro that's around 20 seconds max. For this I could really use some help, since I'm honestly not that good with effects and all that kind of stuff. So if you'd like to help me out here and work on a new intro together, that would be great and I'd really appreciate it. Just comment down below or drop me a PM if you're willing to lend me your talents. Thank you already in advance. Another thing that I've been thinking about recently is whether or not to make a new separate channel. The problem that comes up is that I attract different kind of viewers. Some might enjoy everything, but others might not, and I respect that. Particularly the reviews and the playthrough videos are pretty far apart. These playthrough videos end up being long series of sequence videos, and if you're not interested in those, you'll need to hit that little cross a lot to get rid of my junk in your subscription box each day, whenever I'm doing a series like that. So what I can do is make a new channel specifically made for these playthroughs. Personally, I prefer to have everything that I do in one spot, just for my own convenience really. But if there is a lot of interest to split the Let's Play and name that rip-off videos from the rest, then I'll gladly make a new account for those. So please let me know in the comments what you think of this idea. Alright, on to things to come. Well, the summer is unfortunately over and things in life are starting to pick up again. I will try my best to keep a decently steady output of videos, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Especially the reviews take me a lot of time to make, but there are still some things in the planning. For starters, the next review for CDI will be the most requested game to date, Little Devil. I'll be tackling that one with a guest host and it's going to be a fun review. Most of it is done, I just need to edit that baby together, so I hope to have it done and uploaded to Retroware TV by the end of next week. As for modern reviews, those I will still be doing too. The first one I'll be putting out will be for Mafia 2. It will first be featured on a new site I'll be working with, and I'll probably make a trailer thing or something to point you guys in the right direction once that's up. I'm also planning to do another Name That Rip-Off series again soon, since I still have that lovely device full with horrible little Famicom rip-offs that I got from the Vintage Video Game Geek a while ago. Not sure when I'll do that exactly, but it's long overdue and I'm really sorry about that. Finally, I'm also currently working on a new Talking Holland video. It's not what I had originally planned for the second installment of that, but weather has been shit here lately and this'll do nicely instead for now, I guess. Plus I will attach a very small prize to it that you can win. That's always nice, right? Then there is the Q&A video I've already briefly mentioned, and I'd really appreciate it if you guys have some questions lined up to go over in that video. I am going to set a maximum of 2 questions per person, as I don't want to drag this out over a couple of videos. So if you're interested to find out more about me or hear my opinion on whatever, video games related or not, please ask below and I shall answer to the best of my abilities in a separate video somewhere next week most likely. Also, for those who are interested, I'm also now on Twitter. I'm not really sure how much I'm going to use it, but I'll try to keep it updated a bit. So if you want to follow me there, the link is down below. Phew, that was a big heap of small bits, wasn't it? Now it's time to actually talk about the requests that I've been getting. From the start I have been trying to keep a list of requests, and some have been marked off from there already and others have been on there since almost from the beginning. I'd like to focus more towards fulfilling these requests now, since they are starting to build up quite nicely. If you have any requests yourself to add or want to enforce one that's already been requested so that I'll get to it faster, then please let me know. It can be for any system really, as I want to cover more systems anyway. Here I'd like to go over the list and give a little indication on how quickly you can expect me to do the particular titles. For every game goes that I need to feel like playing through it, as I do aim to complete a game before doing a review, even the horrible ones. I need to also own an actual copy. I make my videos using actual hardware, unless it's not possible for some reason. But even then, if I don't currently own the game, I'm not reviewing or let's playing it until I do. Alright, let's start with the biggest list, which is of course for the Philips CDI. Alice in Wonderland, Asterix and Caesar's Challenge, Earth Command and Laser Lords have all been requested, and I have the same problem with all 4 of these. I do own the games, however these are all in the Dutch language, so they are pretty useless for video purposes. So I'll need to find these in English, and over here those are a bit harder to find. As I do find them, I'll be sure to do videos on them, since each one is interesting in some way. Alien Gate, Axis and Allies, Caesar's World of Boxing, Lord of the Rising Sun and The Lost Bounty Hunter are all games I don't currently own. So until I find them, I won't do a video on these for sure. Luckily these are pretty cheap to obtain, with the sole exception of The Lost Bounty Hunter, which is actually one of the most expensive titles for the system. I am currently not actively looking out for any of these though. So if I happen to stumble upon them I might pick them up. But it'll probably be a while before we see these. Cluedo and Scotland Yard are both games I've wanted to cover in the past. However, I felt that my inexperience with the actual board games got in the way of delivering a good review on these. I think it's essential to cover how well the translation of the original game is done in the video game adaptation. Having never played either of the original games, I felt I wasn't ready to do these games justice just yet. Atlantis, The Last Resort. This game I will probably do fairly soon. It's pretty interesting. Creature Shock, also interested in doing this one. Dragon's Lair 2, Time Warp. It will probably drive me mad, but I'd be okay to put up with it at some point. Flintstones and Jetsons, Time Warp. Funny how there are 2 titles with the subtitle Time Warp, ain't it? Anyway, this is not really a game, but that just means it's an easy one to do if I'm tight on time. So yeah, I'm up for it. Hotel Mario. I wanted to wait for this one to make something special out of it. Then I moved and lost the location I had in mind to have a fun video. Not sure how I can execute that now, but we'll think of something. Anyway, I want to make this one into something big. Lemmings. I'm okay to do a review on this one. Little Devil. Well, I already said that this will be the next CDI review. However, this one has already been requested as a let's play. I'm honestly not too sure if I'll do that though. The game is pretty tedious and watching me getting lost in a maze for half an hour straight won't be too much fun, at least not for me. Maybe I can edit a playthrough into something nice though, not too sure. Regardless, I'm not too keen on playing through it again at this moment. Mad Dog McCree. For this one I need to find someone who's good at it and who actually wants to play it enough, since I am terrible at it. FMV light gun games are unfortunately something my limited sight can't handle too well, since you need to be standing at a decent distance from the screen to really work the gun. This is especially the case with the Peacekeeper light gun for the CDI, which actually works much like a Wiimote. This does enable it to work on any TV or projector though, which is something that most retro light guns can't say. There you go, your random bit of tech info of the day. Mario's Wacky Worlds. I'm thinking of doing a new series on prototype games, and this one would surely be featured at some point too. To be honest though, what there is of this game is very little. Monty Python Invasion from Planet Skyron. I'm sure I'll be in the mood for this one at some point. Mystic Midway, Rest in Pieces, and Phantom Express. I'll probably combine these two into one video, as this duo belongs together and are pretty small games separately. I'm pretty interested to make this too. These are great games to make fun of. Luke Morswan just did a video on Phantom Express not too long ago. If you want to see what that's like, go to his channel. Secret Mission. Interested to make a review of this for sure, but we'll need some time to play through it again. Solar Crusade. I am interested in doing a review of this one too. Explora 1. Peter Gabriel's Secret World. Also not really a game, but I'll go over it at some point. Another nice filler episode right there, but still interesting nonetheless though. Those were the CDI games. Now on to some NES requests. I somehow managed to get these two, which I actually really enjoy. I'd love to go over some NES stuff at some point too, since that's a machine I grew up with and I am very fond of. The problem, however, is that I once practically gave away my whole NES collection, and that decision still haunts me to this day. So my current NES collection is very small and I'm slowly trying to get the games back that I was once very fond of. Battle of Olympus is however a game that I managed to score again, so I can do a video on that at some point. Crystallis and Gargoyle's Quest 2 are however two games I never owned. Both tend to be pretty pricey I think, so I doubt I'll do either of these anytime soon. I also got a few requests for the SNES. Both Super Metroid and Super Castlevania 4 are games I'm not likely to ever cover, mainly because they have been done to death already, and others can do these games far more justice than I can. The same goes for the requested Let's Plays for these games. By the way, quick shout out here, but if you want cool LPs of both of these, then check out Brickroad's channel, as he does a run of these games while the game is running at 143% speed through emulation. Pretty cool stuff. As for the 7th Saga, having played that game I'm sort of interested, but I don't actually own the game. I also don't own any of the Star Wars Trilogy games, nor have I played them. They look pretty cool though. Not sure if I ever be able to do an LP of those though, they look pretty damn hard. For PC I've gotten requests for both Xargon and I Am Main. I don't own either. Xargon I would probably enjoy though, looks kinda cool, so I might look into getting that one soon. I Am Main, I suppose that one would fit right onto my channel, doesn't it? Who knows, I might be willing to suffer through that sometime. Finally, for the Commodore 64 I got a request for Midnight Resistance, which I don't think I own, but I might be mistaken. I've got so many C64 titles that I can't really keep track of them all. I'll look into it at some point, but I'd love to cover some C64 stuff in general, since I love that platform. It's probably the system I'm most nostalgic about. Well, that's it for now. I'm really sorry if a game you requested isn't on this list. There has been a period where I lost access to it for a while and things got messy due to the move. So if I missed something, please request it again. And if you want to push something ahead, then just request those again too. The more game is requested, the faster I will get to it. Well, that's it for now. I've bored you enough for today, methinks. Have a great week everyone, and until next time, take care.